Evening all, and welcome to episode 45 of Season 8 of Factory Town, where I've let this run for a little while, and I was looking at how things were going and what they were doing here, and this little train right here, who turned up just on time, very conveniently, is a problem. He's not dropping off enough animal feed to this train station. So, we need to do more. So, I'm going to pause the game. I'm going to have a look at where animal feed is. That is one of these two, isn't it? Your animal feed. Except you're also the bread one. Plenty of grain. Yes, this is not keeping up, is it? You don't have all the grain in you. And this is not keeping up. Okay, yes, this is the problem. The flour problem. So we don't have enough grain coming in. And we don't have enough of anything else coming in, which is a major problem. So what do we do? Let's grab this, and you know what? Let's repurpose this train. Let's repurpose this train to be a grain train, because we're going to need more grain. And I'm just going to remove the grain that's in the back here. Segue. Okay. And what I'll do is I'll go up where the grain is being produced, and we'll drop it on there. I don't know where the other train is that's doing grain right now, so but it's okay. It's okay, because if things do go wrong, they will just get grabbed anyway and stopped. So, not a problem. Not a problem. There we go. So right, so we're gonna get more grain in. Okay, more grain. We do need more flour, but I'm wondering whether the flour is an issue that just the bread is blocking it. So I'll have to keep an eye on that here. But the reason the bread is blocking it is because the bread is not getting enough flour. So we need to boost these up. And we can do that because we've got lots of coins coming in. If I click on our production down here, you can see we have coins coming in, doing pretty well. It's not very stable. I mean, if I turn up the, if I go with every 30 seconds, the average is 240, 276. It's not expensive. You can, I think this is like a universal pause button, but I'm not sure. I need to double check it. I believe it is. So you set all your coin boosters up, and rather than have to go around and turn off all your yellow coin boosters because your yellow coins are dropping, you can just come in here and go pause, and it stops all of them. We can test that. If I pin that window and throw it up here out of the way for a minute, and we come to here, because I'm going to add yellow boosters to these. In fact, what I want to do is actually let's just get rid of the window. It's just a button down here. I'm going to add yellow boosters to these. This is getting grain, but not enough grain. But we do now have a second train doing grain. So I'm hoping it'll be okay. We might need a third one. We'll figure it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add coin boosters. So I'm going to pause. I'm going to add a coin booster, and a coin booster, and a coin booster, and a coin booster. And that gives us 0.1, or gives us 1 speed a second. You can increase this, which increases 1 a go every time. Costs 0.5 coins a second. Costs 1 coin a second. If I upgrade it all to 2, so that means we're spending 4 coins a second here. Okay, and in our production, over 30 seconds, we are reading 420. $48. Very strange that number actually changes, but I think it varies because of how much is going on. So it says up here 14 a second, which is very convenient, so I don't have to do the maths on that. 14 a second, and we're going to be spending 4, so that means we're good. So if I pin that window up here and I click on you, I unpause the game, so that's all going. If I press, here we go, there you go, boom, 4, it now says we're doing 13.87, so it calculates it automatically. Awesome. And of course the coin boosters stop when there's no grain, so it's not like they spend money all the time. But if I hit this pause button here, it pauses them. Awesome. So that does pause all the yellow coins in one go if we have a problem with it. So, okay. Of course, this is where the issue is coming along, because our animal feed is stopping, waiting for bread. and the bread's not going to come because we don't have any bread being made, because this was not running fast enough, and this is not running fast enough because we didn't have enough grain. Now it does again, we have grain being dropped off. So I think we're good. I think we're all good. That needs to be upgraded to... actually, that should be upgraded to chutes. Chutes are way faster than... remove all the belts and go bump, 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 bump. There we go. Chutes are way faster than... No, we don't need that. So there we go. So now you can empty because you're not getting any in right now, but that's fine. Which means you're going to fill up with grain and you're going to start producing more stuff. And I think the issue is just transportation. I think we're probably going to need another train doing this. Which means I'm going to actually up the storage on this as well. We've got a train that carries, so hold on, we're doing 4 carriages in a train, aren't we? Let's get a locomotive. Pause the game because they go nuts, right? And stop you. I like that they have fueling to start with, but I really wish they wouldn't just go straight away. Bomb, and then we'll put in grain. So these carry 50, so that's carrying 200 go. So that means we've got 3 trains and we're storing 3 amount of trains in there. I'm going to do another one, so it's got a spare one full, just in case it comes and picks up, and the next one comes along, it's got to wait for the belt to do its thing. And then I'm going to have a quick look down here and see. Yeah, I think we could do with outputting more as well. Okay, you go. Let's let's do this, and then let's put a line on the back. Oh, and we want to remodel this because this is wrong. This is the old style of train system. So yeah, we want to remodel this one to be compatible with our new system. This design here. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to remodel it, and then maybe have 3 lines onto it at once. I think that's probably the best way of doing it. Add 3 lines onto it. Let's see how we go. Plop. Not sure how far back these need to actually come, so we'll figure it out in a minute. But I just want to go down. You empty that line off, and then pause, and then we're going to remove this line. We're going to move the train station off somewhere. We're going to cut this line back because I'm not sure how far back it is to go. You are not for this area, so you can go. I'm going to chop off the line there so you can stop for a minute. Okay, stop. And then we're going to remove all that because it's just easier for me to copy the whole thing in one hit with line and everything. And also belts, so I know exactly where the belts have to go. And was there one there? There was some just that side there. Oh well. The line goes through. They connect. This becomes grain. That gets deleted, and that gets placed there instead. There we go. Okay. We'll come back down here and we'll do that. Turn them on. Then we'll see. Do you actually do empty? So you can't support 3 belts. We can add a booster to this as well. I think I want to do that. we're actually now out of grain inside here. So this is pausing every now and then and not doing its thing all the time. So maybe just one coin boost is enough. It's filling. Okay, so two's at the correct area where we want to go. And it's not like these aren't keeping up. These are definitely keeping up making the grain. It's just that we can't export the grain fast enough because we don't have the belts. That's the capacity of the belts. I don't know how to make them any faster. I suppose we could if we change up a few things with our farm's output. If I really want more throughput here, can I? I mean, I can. I know I can. At least I think I can. I think I can. Let's test this. Let's test this just on one farm. Let's turn those off. And I think I know of a way of increasing output here. So let's just let that filter out there. Oh, and pause the game because I don't want to. We get rid of that. Like so. Now we get rid of these. And then we put a barn in here with a chute system. Oh. And we put a line in here with a chute system. I believe, yes, that can drag out of the barn. And I believe that should be faster because chutes are quicker, but it might not be. Oh, yeah, there you go. It's emptied already. Okay, so we can put more workers in here. 6, 7. 8 workers. 8 workers starts filling. Eight workers. So 8 workers is 7. It's about 7 workers, I think. So we're full now. If we turn down to 7 again, this balance is about right. So 7 workers. So that's good. Ooh. Yeah, I think 7 workers is good because then as we get more happiness, it will speed up because these aren't affected by happiness. So yeah, and then to get more throughput, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. I mean, I could actually lower this packager down onto the floor. There's no reason for it to be so high. And then we could lose grain underneath here and then just slide things out. We could do that. Then we could have 2 rows of grain coming there and then 2 rows coming from the barn into the packager. And then same for that one and that one. Increasing the throughput massively. But I don't know if that's required because the farms can go faster. The farms can go faster. And then all we do is when we export up in the air and go along. We have to go up to this level and go along. This is only going to be for grain. This is only ever going to be for grain. So we'll see how this goes. So we might get to a point where we're saturating these lines as well, which means we need a second packager doing its thing. One, 2, and 3. There we go. Then we go shoot, shoot, and shoot. Nope. Turn those on. Turn those on. I'm not entirely sure why that one's got anything filtered onto it, but there we go. All right. Then we can up these to 7. Did we say? Yeah. And then I said, as happiness increases, it will mean that our farm speed will speed up. Okay, and now we're at the point where this is actually just full. And I do think we're... Yeah, we can't output. The line is actually full. I'm pretty sure, yeah, we're actually filling up on crates. So this is now running at the best speed we can do with 3 metal conveyor belts. And we're nowhere near ready to do magic conveyor belts. Yeah, we are kind of saturated right now. These are going to start filling up as a buffer. That's fine. And we're going to... This is going to happen. This is going to happen. I thought this would happen. I thought it would. So, how do we increase our affinity here? If we put it on a farm tile, it increases it by 100%. Farm tiles are 2 fertilizer. So, let me do a little bit of maths here. So, 11 times 11 is 128. Take 9 for the farm, take 9 for the house. It means we need 103 times 2. We need 206 fertilizer. Times 3, we need 618 fertilizer. Okay, so we have enough fertilizer to do it all. I just wanted to make sure we have enough to do it all. That was all. And I don't think I can increase the... no, I can't increase the farm tile. You've got to do it manually like this. So... we can always come back and revisit this if we have a problem with it. I think we're going to be okay for grain for the foreseeable future. The next issue is going to be more trains moving grain around, because I feel like we're going to just fill up on grain. Okay, there we go. There's all the fields done. We are now covered. And remove that one. There we go. So yeah, so I believe this is going to be like kind of the best we're going to do right now. Until we can figure out a way to get more grain doing its thing. The issue we're going to have is transportation. Is actually moving the grain from here over. 3 may not be enough, 3 trains, but we'll see. We'll have to monitor the situation and see. Right now, I can see that's meat. That's good. Right now I'm seeing that we have plenty of grain on that central line, which is for our animal feed. That's good. There's no grain here for the flour though, that's the problem. The flour's being converted all into bread. Although these are full, it's just you're not producing enough bread here. I don't know exactly how many we need, but it's not enough. So here's the question. Do we want to carry on selling bread, or shall we just switch over to selling meats? Here, because we have the cooked meat ready. Should we do that? Should we just switch over to that and then let this thing... I'm going to leave the bread in here, because we will need bread later on for doing other things. Should we just change this up? I feel like we should. So... where are the trains? Where are our next bread trains? What? Why are you... Oh, that's dangerous. That one's not filtered correctly. That only had 1 carriage on it for iron plates, and the second carriage didn't have any. That could have been picking up anything. Wow. Okay. Could have been bad. Could have been very bad. Okay. So... I'm going to wait here a moment for our 3 bread trains to come back. This one will be full in a minute, and then we'll go off and do a thing. In fact, you know what? We're just going to send it on its way now. That's fine. And we're going to wait for our 3 bread trains to come down here, and then we're going to reprogram them with meats instead. So they're going to have a carriage of each meat, and I'm going to grab the bread trains because they're already filtered for knowledge and the other ones. And then we just need to go and filter out our delivery system, which is also doable. So we shall be right back. Okay, so we have our 3 trains, and I've been watching this, and it takes a long time to go around it. It's a good 5 or 6 minutes for a train to do a complete loop and come back again. I'm impressed at how big this loop actually is. But I'm looking at this here, and we still need more grain. We still need more grain. So I think I added 3 grain trains, so I'm going to add probably 3 more, which may seem like a lot, but okay. So we got our farming train with our 3 meats on it. We got our protein train with 3 and our knowledge train with 3. So all we need to do is drop them off on here. And they can go on their way and do their thing, and everything will be awesome. And then this will recover slowly over time. And hopefully it's enough to... this can recover in time. It's only picking up 50 a go, so I think it should be good. What we need to do then is also we need to fix the distribution. So, right. So I've left this filtered to bread, and that's a mistake. We don't want it to be bread. We want it to just be the single tag for processing. And this one should just be knowledge. And this one should just be farming. Yes, I don't know why I left that other one as bread. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. So we'll take this train back a little tiny bit so we can watch it go. Boom, it's not going that way. Why is it not going that way? You're grain, that's why. Sorry. Wrong train. Wrong train. Where's the farming train? There. No. Pricing train. Right. Ignore me. I don't know what any of my rails do. There we go. Hey, it's going the right way. So you're going to come up here, and you're going to drop off into here. So we need to filter this with good chicken, good beef, and good fish, and turn those on. Right, let's copy that setup, and let's go to each and every other one of them, just so I know that I've put them all in the right places. Doesn't look like it actually turns on. Oh, it doesn't copy the filter properly. Interesting. That looks a bit of a bug thing to me. We'll report that. Okay, so that's going to go into there, and then you are going to output into this thing. And we're not going to have bread anymore. But we got a lot of bread in here because you've got a lot of bread because we've just been selling bread. So, yeah, that's the thing. What's this one? This is industry. This could do with a boost and a train system. We haven't put that in yet. Okay, but you're going to drop off your goods in there. That's good. And then you're going to go away and come back in. And when I get advanced logistics, which we haven't got yet, we haven't got any compute blocks unlocked. When I get this, I am going to try and figure out a way to say, hey, if this train is empty, then go back. You know, realistically, this train will always be empty, or if it's not empty, it doesn't matter. It should go back. So we might do an outside loop. Might do that. Might do an outside loop. Not right now. Not right now. Now they can go around. But I think an outside loop would make sense, and just send them back this way, and then we can double tag the trains with what they need. So like I can tag this processing drop off, and then I can make a processing pickup, and then they can be on the outside line and come along and go, hey, I'm processing pickup, I need to come back down here and join this line, because this is the start of the processing pickup line. So boom, and then they'll won't have to travel back so far. Bit weird when it comes to this one, because technically I think it's quicker to carry on than to go back, but that's the issue with having the line. For this one, it makes sense for a line to come back, but for the farming over there, it makes sense to carry on with the line. So, nah, we'll see. Yeah. So we need to change this, but I need to kind of wait for the bread to run out everywhere. So I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to leave it this episode. We're going to wait for the bread to run out, and it'll be good. So you have run out. You have run out of bread. So that means you can go. We don't want you anymore. Thank you for your services, but we no longer need it. And we are going to put in. You are going to be chicken. You are going to be beef. You are going to be fish. Okay. And then we're going to get a caravan. Now this will be automated with belts and things, but we can't do it. This is the furthest out this influence is at the moment. So we can't put it over here where we want to. We need to upgrade the bases, which is something we need to get into soon. But what I can do is I can filter these with cooked chicken, cooked beef, cooked fish, and then there's a way to say nothing. Yeah, nothing. Okay, so there we are. And then you will deliver everything to there. Okay. Okay. So here he comes. There's our farm one. Awesome. Good timing. And we'll check this works, and it should work. And this is all full. This is full now. So I'm actually going to open this completely. I'm going to let this go. That's a nice little change as well, which was mentioned in the patch notes I didn't mention. If you have, normally if you did this, it would put one in there, one in there, one there, because I opened it from the bottom up. Now it finds which one is open, and then sort of fills it up that way. So it always fills from the top down. So if you want to empty the bottom ones, it's easier to do. You want to filter stuff that way. So okay, so you're emptying stuff there. Well, you've now got 20 of each thing. You're grabbing 8 at a time because that's all you can do. But that's fine. That's fine. And you're delivering the stuff to everyone. Boom. Keep going, keep going. Eventually, houses will fill up with goods. Let's have a look at this house here. How are you doing? So you're still okay for bread. But you're going to lose bread from this. So we are currently at 6 of 6 happiness, even though we're technically at 7 of 6 happiness. So our basic food is absolutely capped out. That's all. And also we're getting 5 experience, 10 experience points, and 15 experience points. So that's 20, we're getting 30 experience per food this go, rather than the standard flour of 20. We're getting 30 now. Bread is 20. We're getting 30 now. So that's all good. There we go. We've got 5 chicken and 5. Oh, that's sold. But I can see the numbers in here. Ba-bom. There we go. 5 chicken, 5 white. Why is the beef not up there? Oh, there's the fish. What was the fish? Is fish quicker consumer? 45, 60, 90, 60, 90. Yeah, so fish is a quicker consumer. So we need technically more fish being delivered. But we're going to get to a point where this is actually going to still have stuff in it by the time the train comes back around again. Won't do it this term because this is the first time. But they're dropping off 50. They're dropping off potentially 200 fish, for instance. And a fish takes... the fastest they can consume it is 45 seconds. So if I went 45 times 200, that's 9,000 seconds worth of fish in a single train. Which is 150 minutes? Wow. Is that right? Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, there's 4 fish in a crate. So they drop off 50 crates. Times 4 makes 200. Each one is 45 seconds consuming. If we click here. You can leave it for a minute for the consumption. So you can actually have it much lower than that. You don't have to deliver that many fish to keep the happiness bonus. But I'm doing it at the consumption time because obviously if there's an abundance of it, they will have the abundance. They will just eat all the fish they can. So 200 times 45 is 9,000. Divided by 60, that's 150 minutes. Technically, one train only has to come here every 2 hours in game time per house. I just realised that's per house. That's 150 minutes for one house. And we currently have 15 houses. So if I divide that by 15, that means we need a train turning up every 10 minutes. right now. There will be more houses here as time goes on, so that number will come down. We need to deliver more often, but still, one train every 10 minutes. We're easily doing that. It's about 5-6 minutes for a round trip. So if you're just feeding one house, wow, for fish you need one box every 2 hours. That's impressive. So yeah, so one box every 10. I need to actually time how long it takes a train to travel around. I will do that off camera because I'm going to bring this episode to a close, and we shall carry on next time. Every time I think about doing an outside rail, I find a reason for not doing an outside rail. I think it's just better leaving it and putting all the trains on one rail going round in one direction, rather than having trains crossing and coming back and doing things, because that could become complicated. We'll see. We'll see. Right, okay. So one thing I want to check as well, just briefly, yes. I want to make sure you are, in fact, dropping off enough grain here. I'm going to turn this up because we now have 3 trains delivering, so we're going to have 3 lot grain here. So, and we'll see how this goes. So bread is full. Animal feed is getting there. We're a log train. Everything is awesome. But we are delivering the meat now, and we have gone up to 109 happiness, which is awesome. And that's only with one area, because this is still filtering out the bread that it's got. So, yeah. Maybe I'll leave the bread and we'll also do additional ones. I'll do that off camera. I'm going to set them all the other ones up, and we'll just move the bread grabber around to the side, so it's just on the side there. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.